We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At their own 24-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stroud looking to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6, absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go. Set. Big Lion. Go.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, smash Bronco.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Third and 19. Stroud to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Stroud now. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
13 yards there and a Washington first. Now back to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Hands it off out of the gun. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Lions will take over.
On 37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He gets it to Cooks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 14-yard line.
Freeze! Let go!
Up the middle, here's Pirine. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8 inches.
And Stroud now to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel from 21 yards away. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 48, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Check pass, check pass.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Go check, go check. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, it's Brown. Finding room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Stroud's throw complete there to St. Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
This will be caught by Brown. Able to power through. And now past another. But he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stroud. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. Just a gain of a couple there.
And it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. This is 2nd and 8.
Big Lion.
They'll try the right side with P. Ryan. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, they go back to P. Ryan. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's Stroud. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Dances by him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field this time. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Pushing his way through. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
First down, Lions.
Check mash. Check mash. Let's go.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
60 bison.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And Stroud now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play. First down, Detroit.
Ready, check.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards on the ground. Running game working. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Big Lion. Ready.
Now Stroud. Open man right side is St. Brown.
Across midfield. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 79 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Commanders 45, Lions 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Hold it ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, that uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Stroud sets up the play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Good yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 6-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. Powers through. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Go, Reed, go!
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
five.